Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we have a new mythic troop, Caprichor. So we're gonna do a key opening, see if we can get it, and then go make a team if we do get it. So let's go see if this thing is any good and if I can get it in a reasonable amount of time. So first thing you want to do is restart your game, of course. Then you want to go look and see if anybody's getting it, like in your guild, for example. Or if you don't have a guild, which I definitely recommend having a guild, but go to global and see if anybody's getting it. But as you can see here, people are getting it, so we are good as far as going for it. Chests-wise, the best thing to do is your guild chests at level 6. That'll get you it the quickest. After that, gem chests are second best. If you want gems, if you're a super high level, then glory keys are the way to go. Just give you a reason to open them and get some gems while you're at it, which it might make it take a while, so it's probably not good for me to be doing this on a video because, you know, people don't want to see it take a medium amount of time. They either want to see you get it super fast or for it to take forever. So me opening these just to get my gems is probably what I would do if I wasn't making a video, because I would want all the gems as I was going for the mythic. Remember, the mythic is the only thing in the drop table for an entire week, so if it's not good, you don't want to be opening keys at all if you're saving up for something good, because it's the only one you will get. Even if you get it, it's doesn't mean you're going to get different mythics after that. So I'm going to just go with that many glory keys, and then we'll go with the guild chest. It gives you the highest chance. You can tell by hitting L or whatever it is for you, and it'll tell you the chance, and this is the highest chance in the game right here, especially if you're on chest level 6. Alright, let's go with the guild seals. I have a billion of them. I don't even have, like, I have 144,000 right here, but I really have way more because I have all those purple orbs. Purple orbs are pretty good when you still need a bunch of mythics and legendaries, because it's pretty much keys. And that's what you really want, other than before they put in the pet orbs and the glory orbs. Purple was kind of the best orb once you got like all your blues and oranges that you needed, to where now you're like, man, you don't even like them anymore. Got Scylla there. Scylla's pretty good for like the Skull Waterfall team. Wrath was right there. That's like literally the Skull Waterfall team now. But let's see how many it takes. I haven't been keeping track, but you know, I opened some glory. Now we're doing guild seals, and there it is. So it was a normal amount of keys. I might have even got a little bit lucky there getting it that quick. But 24 green, red, yellow, Pan's Veil, Wild Folk, Mystic. So Wild Folk means, you know, we can 50% start it with King Salinas. Mystic, we got Midnight troops coming into the game pretty soon, and a lot of them are going to be Mystic. And there's a class coming that is Mystic, so that could be notable. But it knocks an enemy to the back and stuns them. Then move myself to the front and gain 69 attack, life, and armor. Nice. Sounds terrible. Just look at the donk on that donkey, though. Look at that donk. Sounds terrible because it's not doing any damage, and that's just like a red flag for me. I don't like defensive mythics. There's so many like other better ones. It only has 40% damage, like reduction from skulls, so it's not even like a crazy good one. We have what is it? What's his name? Bloodhammer or whatever. I always forget his name. Stonehammer, where he has like an 80%, which would be way better. We have a legendary Gorgatha who has like a 75% reduction. You got Glaceon with like a 65% who's a legendary. So this mythic only has a 40% skull reduction, and it gains like a decent amount, I guess, but nothing crazy. You could definitely find something better. Like not even 100 attack is not going to change too much. But the deal double skull damage versus stunned enemies is okay, but he knocks the enemy to the back and then stun, you know? So he's going to stun something and then send it to the back so he can't hit it with the double skull damage. It's a really weird mythic, and I would not recommend. Would not recommend. The third trait is not good. Give 4 life to all red allies. I'm matching red gems. Like, there's nothing good about this at all. This might be the worst mythic I've ever seen. The worst new mythic I've ever seen. I'm sorry to say, that's just going to hurt me. I'm not sensationalizing it, saying 1,000,000 armor, life, and attack, and it's awesome. I'm sorry, but I got to always tell the truth on this channel, and these days it's kind of getting me into trouble, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway. So yeah, let's go make a team and see what we can do with this thing. I got an idea, but it's not a great idea, because there's not too much you could do with it. But yeah, I'll be right back with y'all, because I'm not trying to make this video super long, because that's another way to make people not watch, is to make a super long video. So I'll be right back with the team. Alright, y'all, here's my idea, and put yours in the comments. By the way, I have the best team of 2023 out right now. I'll link it at the end of this video. Please check it out. I'd really appreciate it. It's got some honorable mentions on there. It's actually like 3 teams. So, yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you check it out. It's linked at the end of this video, or just go to my homepage of my channel, and you can find it. All right, we got Tooth of the Wild, which is the explode green gems, grant a random status effect to all wild folk allies, and summon a wild folk troop. We got the Wild Queen, who is a wild folk, creates a bunch of skulls in green and steals attack and gives it to your first slot. We got King Salinas, your 50% start for wild folk. And then we got Caprichor, who's going to pull himself to the front, knock an enemy to the back, and stun them, and gain a bunch of attack, life, and armor. With that 40% and that deal double skull damage. We're using Elementalist because we want to stun everything on their team so we can then hit with that double skull damage, because Elementalist will stun. We have the, I was going to use Bard for Wild Folk. If you want to do that, that's Bard, by the way. But since we can stun, freeze, burn, and entangle a random enemy with matching 4 or more gems, we can then do the double skull damage, which is like the only thing this guy has other than being beefy, a little bit beefy. So yeah, the idea here is that we're going to, pull ourselves to the front. We're going to be stunning with Elementalist. We have this right here if we need to summon back in. This guy's going to pull himself to the front and knock Tooth of the Wild down. That way, when we do summon, it will summon in front of itself instead of, it's kind of, I don't like having a summoner in first slot. Wild Queen making all of our skulls and stealing attack and giving it to Caprichor. So it should be okay. And it did. I ran one battle and it went pretty good. It's just not going to be fast. It's not going to be the best. It's just, hey, if you happen to have the Wild Queen and then you happen to get this new troop and you have King Salinas laying around, it wouldn't be a terrible team to make. And it probably won't lose. It's like one of those. Could I use it for a day? Almost yellow. You can almost use it for yellow. If you use the Wild King, you can make this a yellow Guild Wars team. I just didn't like the Wild King because the coloration didn't mix well with Caprichor. So I thought the Wild Queen matched better because she has brown and purple, while the Wild King is like almost the same exact colors as Caprichor. So that's why I didn't do the Wild King. But get up your Tooth of the Wild first thing, and then cast it. That'll get everything else up pretty much. So now everybody else is up. We're going to want to, let's take that off. Take this off. We're on difficulty 12 Explorer, by the way. And now we're going to get this guy up there because that's what we need. You can knock somebody on their team to the back. Like if you don't like something on their team, you can knock it to the back. Everything on their team is stunned now because we're using Elementalist. And then we kind of just start with the Wild Queens. It's not a really good time for it right now, so I'm just going to take skulls. Bang, 1 kill. I guess I'll cast her now. And we can't steal attack, but we can make a bunch of skulls in green, which a lot of our team, our 2 damage dealers use green. Well, you know what I mean. Caprichor uses green, and the Wild Queen uses green, so. Let's not take green off. Let's take some brown. Brown's the way to go when you're trying to get back up. Do that again. We could give him more attack, I guess. Now he's got 250. Plus he's dealing double skull damage, hopefully. Let's cast that. He's just kind of slow. And we just need skulls. Bang. So, not too bad. It's like a competent team, an average team. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Here's the team code. And yeah, if I was going to give advice, I would say it's a skip. It's probably the worst astrological mythic. It's probably the worst mythic we've got this year. But let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something here. I wouldn't say it's like terrible in the grand scheme of things. It's probably not like bottom 10 or anything like that. But it's It's not good either. It's like super average to below average. Maybe like a C minus. Like a C minus tier mythic, or maybe a D plus. Somewhere in that range for me. Just does no damage. It has no good traits. The whole spell knocking the thing to the back that you're stunning. So then you have to like use another way to stun if you're gonna even use its double skull damage. It's just something you would never even want to put on your team, really. There's better tanks out there. There's Stonehammer, there's Gorgatha, there's Glaceon, etc. So he's only got the 40%. It's just not good in any way. It doesn't do anything. Like, Mythic's third trait is what you look at, because that's their special thing that they can do that nothing else can do. And the thing it has for its third trait is not good. And then its holy armor is low. And then its deal double skull damage for stunned enemies. It doesn't even do that well. So everything about it just screams crap, and just like a filler mythic that they just put out to have a mythic for the new mythic. But yeah, I would totally pass if you're not getting every single one. But if you're a player getting every single new mythic, I mean, you're going to do it anyway. And yeah, you're going to have this mythic for a whole week. I would just save up keys while you wait for this thing to get out of the drop table. But yeah, go check out that video. I'm going to link it right here. I'd really appreciate it. It helps a lot, whether you hit a like or leave a comment or whatever. I'd really, really appreciate it. Have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your kid about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Maybe for bounty later, I guess. Peace.